All right. So, I have to be at my group in 40 minutes. I still have to go home, kind of put myself together. I had a pretty big binge after therapy today, and then had to go right to work, and I look kind of fucked up. Just not very put together. And I had an odd moment today. I was talking to a friend of mine online, who was actually, I had helped him find a therapist and a psychiatrist because he was looking for one. And he doesn't live in this area, he lives several states away. So he just didn't really know the whole process, so I was trying to help him out. And, I had mentioned to him like a few weeks ago kind of what was going on and how I was going to like IOP and all this stuff. And going to this group and all my therapy and all this sort of thing. And so he's like, I'm sitting there on the floor and I'm binging. I just got home from therapy, and he messages me online, and he's like trying to talk to me about his appointment. That his first appointment is tomorrow. It's gonna be really glary here in a second. I apologize. Um, ah, Sorry about your retina. Um, so I was typing with one hand because I was eating. I was like trying to binge and type at the same time. And I told him, I'm like, sorry, about my typing. I'm typing with one hand. And he's like, I was just gonna ask if you were drunk. I'm like, no, just like in the middle of doing stuff. And he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, binging. I don't know why I even said anything. Excuse me. And he's like, on what? And I was just kind of like rattling stuff off. And he goes, Jesus. He's like, are you pregnant? And I'm like, no, just bulimic. Like, it was kind of an odd thing to say. I was like, really? I mean, like, do you not? I guess maybe people don't really understand, like, or people have like this thought in their mind about like bulimics and what they look like and how they are and how much food they eat and the way that they eat, and then like people think it's this huge frantic thing, which I mean sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's not. And interestingly enough, on that same vein, there is that show on E tonight that starts, that What's Eating You show, or What's Eating Me. I don't remember exactly what the pronoun is, but so glare. Sorry, it hurts my eyes. I'm dying. Anyway, sorry. Okay. Oh, better. Um. Anyway, we'll see what that show's about. I'm not really sure. I kind of saw something on, like, I think it was the Today Show this morning talking about two of the girls in the show, and one was a binge eater and one was a bulimic. And, and they were just, it was really, really short segment, and it was just to kind of promote the show. But from what I've heard, it's not just people with like traditional eating disorders, it's people with like disordered eating patterns and like stuff like that. Like, I guess there's one girl that like I don't know, she like dips tissues in like pickle juice or something and eats it. I don't know, that might be hearsay. Somebody I know said that, and I don't know if it's true or not. But in any case, I think that's kind of interesting, and I think that maybe that's well deserved, because it has to be frustrating, to have like either an undiagnosed eating disorder or an eating disorder that's just enough off of the diagnostic criteria to not really be considered anything like mainstream, and in which case it makes it kind of difficult to treat because people don't really know what to do with that. I mean, professionals, right? So, so maybe bringing some awareness to that is really, maybe that's really like the right, I mean, I think it's the right thing to be doing, and I think maybe that'd be really beneficial for, groups of people like that. And I don't know. So that's kind of cool. I don't have cable, so I can't actually check it out. But I'm gonna see if I can find it on like Hulu or something. I don't know if Hulu has like any of the programs that are generally on E or not. But we'll see. So anyway, yeah, it's a half an hour before I have to be at group. It takes me like half an hour to be there to get there, but I have to stop at home and I have to like brush my teeth and get myself together and kind of act like I'm some kind of functioning adult and see if I can just kind of make it through group. Sorry, there are these big speed bumps. Which, I mean, I'm excited to go, but I'm not. I'm excited to go because my old therapist runs the group and I really like her. I'm not excited to go talk about my self-care, which is my, positive self-care is like non-existent, right? It's just binge and purge and dissociate. And then I'm like, okay, sweet, that's my self-care. And really it is. It's not healthy, but it is my self-care. So, I don't know. I'm afraid, here's what I'm afraid of. Actually, I'll put it to you like this. I'm afraid that I'm going to tell them that. And I'm going to be like, listen, this for real. Like, this is what I've got. This is my self-care. And they're going to be like, well, there has to be something positive you do for yourself. There has to be something rewarding, something meaningful, or, I don't want to say indulgent, but, something kind that you do for yourself to take care of yourself when you're feeling bad. And honestly, there's not. There's not, and that's the whole point. Because I don't feel that I deserve that, so I don't ever do it. See? So, it makes it kind of difficult. So when they're going to be like, oh, hi, yeah, don't you do stuff like, I don't know, take a bath or make tea or, no. I don't know, take yourself to the coffee shop and get a cookie. No. Sure don't. Sure as shit do not do that. Because that's not who I am, and it's not who I can be right now. Like, I desperately try every day to like destroy this like inner child in me, and so why would I ever take care of that? It doesn't kind of make any sense. But so I'm afraid they're going to be like, well, come up with something, and I'm going to be caught in this weird sort of like situation where I'm either forced to lie or forced to make it look like, hey, I really don't, but somehow that's going to come across as like me just being like, I don't know, overly emotional or just being like defiant or difficult or just whining, and that's not the case. I just don't do. I don't have healthy coping mechanisms. I just don't. The ones I have work to an extent for me now, but they're, they are what they are. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'll make a post video and put that together, and y'all can see how it went. So okay. Talk to you soon then.